to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas, as we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Quick completion on the out. It's a running room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that outride's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they
the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Keeps it on the draw. To the 35, he's got room. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Direct snap. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 7, Alabama 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires left. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Lining up to convert third down. Might be changing the route. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat, trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Alabama pushing the tempo. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Got the quick pass. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
QB draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here's the heat. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown time.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking for space, it's Peoples. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here.
That's the end of the first half. Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Alabama offense will take over first and 7.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his weak.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. Pulled down for the tackle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hitting yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that. Vision. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
And after 3, the game is tied.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wants to change this route. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him. And they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find...
Just keeps moving. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Massive score now, massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. A fair catch called for and made. change this route. Pulls and fires complete. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. Using the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Dances away to buy time. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out. An incomplete pass.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Offense changing the play. And back to the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. Snap it to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. To the air, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
That last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime.
Ohio State.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
That's the tie game at 28 all.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Quarterback adapting. Oh, better look out! Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Working that left side now. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
This thing has been back and forth now, first and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. Touchdown, Ohio State. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Throws to the tight end. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime.
That makes the score Ohio State 36, Alabama 20.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. Not trying to ISO a corner, get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing that's supposed to go in the middle, those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Defense looks as if it's coming. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. Touchdown time! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
You talk about executing great in a big-time moment. That's a have-to-have play. I gotta have this play to continue this football game. Coming up clutch, great execution by the offensive Palmer. We got more free football, baby.
At this point, it's going to come down to which defense can get a stop. Which defense can hunker down, even though they're exhausted, and make a play to win this game.
Himself on the draw. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area. Nobody got the 2, and we play on.
End of the 3rd overtime. And the game is still tied.
Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Steps away to find some room. If he houses this, it's ball game. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Motion from the back. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that two-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.
The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately